Fams, welcome back to another video. Now in this video, I'm going to show you guys some cards that I've picked up and some of the things that have been going on in my day-to-day as a reseller. If you guys are new to the channel, I make videos about buying and selling Pokemon cards. So if that's something you're interested in, subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you drop that like button. So I'm going to start off with some recent pickups. If you guys have been following the channel, you'll know that recently I picked up a lot of gym heroes, and then had a bunch of first editions. I didn't know if I was going to flip it or keep it for my personal collection. I ended up keeping it for my personal collection. Ended up being a big mistake because now whenever I see first edition cards, I'm going after them. And today I found some more. So I'll show you guys this in detail, but a first edition first edition Venusaur and first edition Zapdos. There's actually a first edition Blastoise that I was going to get. I want to get the trio, of course, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. I have Venusaur now, but not Blastoise. Blastoise was like $1,000. They wanted $1,000 for a heavy plate, and both of these are heavy plate. But anyways, I'm trying to pick these up at any condition. I picked these up at a good deal. The reason is because I feel like this is my way of having skin in the game. I'm a reseller. I buy and sell. I perpetuate the secondary market for Pokemon cards. So why not have the highest end card? Now, these cards are going to go in my binder just like the other first edition ones. And they'll never see the day of light for 10 years. And then well, actually, I'll look at them throughout, right? But I won't do anything with them for 10 or so years. Just let them sit and try to accumulate some more. So that's the first thing going on. The second thing is that as you guys know, I'm trying to transition to spend more time buying, selling Pokemon cards, mainly sorting. I have a bunch of cards, so I'm not really buying. I am always buying. So if you guys are selling, I am always buying, but I'm saying like in huge amounts, like I'm not going to buy 50,000, but most people don't have that much. So that's why I'm always saying I always buy in bulk, and I always buy as well EXs, all the other cards as well. So anyways, I have a bunch of cards. I'm trying to spend more time, and I'm going to show you guys some of the different things that I'm going through as I spend more time. Now that I'm spending more time listing cards, sorting cards, and I'm going to be increasing my inventory. And by the way, this is a little bit of my TCGPlayer store. You can see my inventory here, about 20,000 cards. I'm actually going to start increasing the limit. So what I do is I have this pricing tool. Well, I use TCGPlayer's pricing tool. Once you get to TCGPlayer Direct or Pro level, you can use the tool, which allows you to price everything according to different rules. And I'm going to be pricing things a lot higher now because I'll have more cards. So, for example, when someone's looking for a Raichu, looking for a play set, a 4, right, I will have that and more. So, and if someone's looking for a whole master set, I'll have all the cards for the master set. So I'm going to be charging a premium. And of course, I'm spending more time adding these cards to the inventory. So it all needs to circle back, right? So that's something to keep in mind. If you're adding more cards, you can increase the price. Obviously, it does affect how fast you sell. But if you have all the cards in the set, that also affects things and it will help you out. So this is my box here of Evolving Skies. I'm currently trying to process a bunch of Evolving Skies to put in there. And a bunch of them is actually light played, which this is my light played pile. Sad, but they are selling good amount for light played. Anyways, I'm thinking now what I'm going to do is, as you guys can see, there are a bunch of these in here. And I've talked about this before where I thought about the ridges, but that was more for like to stop the cards from falling. But I'm thinking about making, just like I saw a comment as well in that video. So thank you for whoever added that comment of adding sleeves. That way you would know where the card begins and ends. I like that idea. I'm going to take that one step further by adding the number of the card. So that way I can just look right here and be like, okay, that right there is the dream ball, right? Instead of having to still go through them. So that's what I'm thinking of with that. I've been processing a lot of books, celebrations, Evolving Skies. I can't believe how much Celebration bulk I was able to get for so cheap. And Celebrations, if you guys don't know, everything in that set is holo rare, so it is very interesting being a bulk buyer. I did pay more for those, just a little bit more, but they are actually selling higher, so that's good to see. As you guys can see, I'm spending more time sorting and listing. And what I recommend is, as you do this, try to be intentional, like have a goal as to what you want to do with your inventory, right? Are you trying to focus on having more of the higher end cards? Are you trying to focus more for playable cards, more older cards, newer cards? So there's always a strategy with people's inventories. I have seen that. My strategy is really to have everything. Now, I don't recommend this if you don't have that much time, because it's not the most profitable strategy if you don't have the higher end cards as well. Higher end cards attract people, and then lower end cards are more to fill in the fluff, for them to be like, okay, I'm paying this for shipping, might as well add something to it, right? And also master sets, that's always something that I look out for as well. I do see that a lot people buying one of every card. And 151 has been going crazy. Now I heard there's a reprint, at least for Japanese version of it. I wonder if that will come for English. But even non-holo rares, a non-holo bulk is selling, and they're selling pretty good compared to other set non-holos. So that has been interesting. Another thing I wanted to mention is I talked a little bit about my higher end cards that I picked up earlier. I want to know your guys' opinion on whether you think it'd be better to buy higher end cards graded or not. And also that vintage or modern. And in my opinion, the reason that I'm buying them, I do have some graded. I buy some e-reader graded, but I don't pay a premium for it. If I buy an e-reader slab that's graded, it's most of the time it's because it's around the same price as like a near mint version of it on TCGPlayer. So I'm really not paying a premium to have it graded, to be graded. I think in the future, I don't think that'll matter too much, because everything's gonna be graded eventually. So that premium will actually go away. So that's just my quick sense. I want to know your guys' quick sense on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's it for this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. And I'm going to try to mix it up by buying different lots online. Trying to mix up different things like that. So stay tuned.